You're watching one of the most important moments in the NBA this season. Down by 3, 2 seconds left. LaMelo. Yes, with the guts of a cat burglar.
With the guts of a cat burglar!
We're tied at 9-7.
7!
Then in overtime, down 1. LaMelo off the screen. Downhill, the kick. Miller for 3. No good. Break in this game. LaMelo Ball would tie a career high with 38 points, but it didn't matter. The Hornets still lost for the season. LaMelo currently ranks 4th in the NBA in points per game. 29.9, a massive leap up from last year's 23.9, as LaMelo is making a league-high 4.9 threes a game. Throughout NBA history, there have only been 4 players in their 5th seasons who have averaged at least 28 points, 6 assists and 4 rebounds per game. Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic, John James and Michael Jordan. After 2 years of injury, Year 5 LaMelo is on pace to join this historic list, and he's doing this after he already signed a max contract. The man has already been paid. So clearly the desire to be one of the game's all-time best is still in him. Which means really the question is LaMelo Ball a future NBA superstar? Have 2 years of injuries. I'm playing on one of the worst franchises to ever exist. I'm sorry Hornets, but we're going to get into this. That caused us to forget that at one point in time, a lot of people saw LaMelo Ball as the future of basketball. Is that future superstardom still coming? that it's hard to fully see. Defensively, we have to note that the Hornets have also gotten worse while LaMelo is on the court. We need to be fair. We need a clear picture here. So I dug, and the same held true for Steph in year 4 as well. Interesting here is that in LaMelo's second season, when he made the All-Star team, when he was surrounded by much better talent, the Hornets not only won their 43 games, but also LaMelo on the defensive end only caused the Hornets to play slightly worse defensively according to on-off-court stats. Now, these on-off-court stats are heavily influenced at times by the lineup that you're always playing with. Year 2, LaMelo has shown us that a team can win with LaMelo running the show. Imagine now, averaging around 30 points per game. If he was locked in on a team that actually had a chance to do something. It's here where I really believe that comparing LaMelo to the rest of his draft class is important, because when we do this, one thing is clear. Anthony Edwards has taken a massive lead in this draft due to his playoff success though, and has had the benefit of playing with veteran talent Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, while LaMelo has had no one comparable in his basketball life. Last year, he was playing with Gordon Hayward, the best. Seen his Terry Rozier? Not only does LaMelo compare well to Anthony Edwards, he in fact clearly compares well to the other top 3 players in this draft. Looking at LaMelo Ball's first 4 seasons compared to Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, and Tyrese Maxey, we see that yes, in terms of points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game, LaMelo stands right there with 3 of the brightest young players in the league, 2 of which just played for Team USA. The biggest difference between the 4 of them is that LaMelo has had a DeMarcus Cousins like King situation, where management has currently failed to bring in new talent around him, while Anthony Edwards joined a team that had Karl Anthony Towns on it. Tyrese Halliburton has had an incredible front office, and Tyrese Maxey had Joel Embiid on his roster as a rookie. Digging even deeper into these stats, we also see that while Tyrese Halliburton has been the clear standout on this, LaMelo actually has a higher box score than both Ant and Maxey so far, and his VORP ranks ahead of Maxey and slightly below Ant's. As for the 2020 class as a whole, there is no question LaMelo is a standout. What the question is will he continue to put up 30 point per game numbers? Will he continue to grow as a player into that? I think the answer can be found in LaMelo's past. As the youngest of the 3 famed Ball brothers, LaMelo first hit everyone's basketball radars as a 13-year-old, and when he was supposed to be an 8th grader, he was instead starting on Chino Hills, the undefeated #1 high school team in America in 2000. After that season, LaMelo's brother Lonzo would go on to become the number 2 pick in the draft by the Los Angeles Lakers. As in college at UCLA, Lonzo was an All-American star. The problem came when LaMelo Ball went to UCLA, got caught shoplifting in China, was luckily let go, but decided to quit the team after shoplifting, which meant LaVar Ball needed a new team for his son LiAngelo to play on, and he grouped his youngest son, LaMelo, into that team. As a young player in high school, LaMelo Ball was a 5-star phenom. Then before his junior season, his dad pulled him out of school and had him playing professional basketball in Lithuania. At that point in time, LaMelo went from a 5-star recruit to off of many scouts' radars and was projected to be a 2nd-round pick at best, with many saying that he would never play in the NBA. That is where LaMelo was at one point in time, not even projected to play in the league. When Melo took his career back into his own hands as a high school senior, he would re-emerge in the national spotlight. He became a 5-star prospect again, and then he chose not to play in college, but instead played in the best professional basketball in Australia, the NBL, where he showed the entire world. When everyone doubts him, that is his fuel. LaMelo, in the 2 years leading up to the draft, went from a projected 2nd round to undrafted player to the number 3 overall pick in the draft and a 2nd-year All-Star. When he finally gets a good team around him, the pattern will repeat itself. People doubted him, people forgot him, but then rise to stardom and win games as he always has. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. That way you never miss a video like it. And right now in the top left corner, I think you're really going to like this video on Anthony Edwards, the current state of 3-point shooting in the NBA. In the top right corner is a video that YouTube is specifically choosing for you. I think you'll like that one as well.